Hi everyone, it's Patrick Ash, author, guitarist, and elder millennial pissant. Please see the link to my books below. This is my video blog, but hello to everyone from Phil McKnight's channel. Great to have you here. I've loved all the comments and the feedback, lots of ideas. I did want to answer a few questions that have popped up that people have had. This is, of course, the infamous guitar, the cursed guitar, which is kind of supposed to be a joke. Don't take it too seriously. A few people have mentioned, have asked, is it working? And in a nutshell, I've said it in passing in the past, but it is almost there. It still does go a touch flat more than some of my other guitars. Here's my Yamaha Pacifica. I've done all the work on that. I'll get more of that in a minute. Gibson, I've got this LTD here. They work pretty reliably, and it's almost there. It still does lightly clink on occasion if I do like a big Gilmore-esque bend. Many people also suggested either just remove the string trees. I might try that if it keeps frustrating me. And roller nuts, which I've played a guitar like in a shop once or twice. And so that might be the next thing if I try anything else. No, I'm not taking it to anyone else. There were some critiques that are fair that people were like, you can figure all this out on your own, even though, as I've said, I'm one of those people that's like, if you think it's foolproof, you can test it through me, because I'll find many ways to screw it up. But Phil McKnight had an excellent piece of advice there about how you can buy nuts for pretty darn cheap, 10 or 15 bucks, and just, practice. So I think that's great advice. That's what I would share with other people. I have been meaning to do a video with my Yamaha Pacifica, talk about all the different mods I've done on that. I want to focus on the positive for a minute. I'll get to the negative and the critiques. Because some folks had said, oh, this guy seems like he's just a whiner and sour grapes and all that. I first want to start out like in my years of guitar playing, when I would get stuck on something like a nut or pickups wiring it incorrectly. I've had excellent experiences. I've written 5-star reviews, particularly for the B string in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and Guru Guitars in Raleigh, which I think he closed down his shop. Maybe he just operates out of the home now. Harry's guitar is pretty good too, but I had Guru Guitars excellent. He always knew what he was doing. He caught so many issues that I thought not obvious, that were beneath the surface. It wasn't just because, the nuts cut incorrectly. I highly recommend them. I also want to say, when I did my mods for this Pacifica, and even with the Curse guitar, I do have the DiMarzio Area 58, Cruiser Bridge, and the Heavy Blues too. I've had excellent experiences with both DiMarzio and EMG customer service. Just fantastic. That they would say exactly, wire this to this, it should be good to go. And it was. That's it. Problem solved. So, I don't mean to be the negative whiner. I do that a lot. It's a fair critique. There's some truth there. But there's also, of course, some guy, this does not surprise me. I figured no matter what, this happens in the writing realm, it's happened in the academic realm, that there's always somebody that's like, basically, you ain't shit. Not a real guitarist, you're a crappy player. I think the guy said you can barely play. And as I say to any critic, I'm like, okay, please show me how it's done. I have never aspired to be John Petrucci. I do love some players like Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, but it's more how they use instrumental guitar, not the fact that they happen to be virtuosic. And again, you can always look at my other videos to see, there's some where I actually perform with a band. You can see me noodling all the time. And you may not like that. You may think I suck. That's okay. It's a free country. It's kind of funny to me that the same guy, had I won't say what, but he had some pro-freedom stuff on his profile. And I was like, isn't this a wonderful world we live in where we can have different preferences, whether it is scallops on your fretboard or getting the Steve Vai Tree of Life on a custom K eye pickups bridge. Just install this magic armbar, highly recommended. Anyway, I have done many, many jobs, even though I don't consider myself handy. I'm one of those people that does a hell of a lot of writing by trade. My brother's the engineer. He's very smart about this, and I'm a screw up in many ways. So, yeah, so some fair critiques. I don't mean to shy away from that, but when someone's saying oh, you can't play, it's like, okay, show us how it's done. Put up or shut up, as the saying goes. I just wanted to say, there are excellent experiences out there. I haven't had to deal with Gibson or Fender, which sounds like a blessing, given recent news. Cremona guitars over here on this Viera and the Fiesta. I reached out to them a couple times, and they were excellent. I think they're out of Bulgaria, but they have an office in the U.S. So, yeah, I don't mean to be negative, Patrick, all the time. I rant about life, and I think this person, among others, he just whines about mental health issues and whatever. I'm like, okay, you're not interested in my stuff. Cool, see ya. I'm not trying to be big time. I'm a very much a guy living out in the North Carolina mountains that just wants to chit chat with his friends about guitar stuff. And if someone else finds it interesting, awesome. So that's what I got. Take care.